Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is JT and this is the XO Budget. Today we're going to be doing a cash condensing, and if you're unfamiliar with what a cash condensing is, it's where I go through all of my envelopes and all my binders and I condense the bills to larger bills. So for example, let's say I would have a 5 and 5 ones, I would combine those and replace it with a $10 bill, just so that way I'm not overstuffing my envelopes. Since they are handmade, I want to make sure I'm taking care of them, as well as having bigger bills for me actually means that I spend less money, and that's because of kind of like the psychology of it is a larger bill, it's harder for me to spend. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and go through all of my envelopes to be able to condense it all, just to also make sure that I am kind of auditing through as well. So I'm going to go through all of my envelopes to do that. And also what I like to do is once I get to 100 in any of my envelopes, I do like to deposit that into my high yield savings account. And what that does for me is it allows that money, especially if I'm not planning on using it anytime soon, it allows it to accrue interest in my account. So that way, as I'm saving it, I'm continuously still making some money from it as well. Even if it's just a few cents here and there, it still makes a difference. So let me go ahead and I went to the bank and I did get some larger bills. So I did get 50, 100, 120, 40, 60, 80, $200 that I am going to use to condense some of my envelopes and give me a quick start. And then I'll make sure to take the $200 out of the total that I will be kind of like putting into my high yield savings account and put the $200 back into my checking. I do have some $100 placeholders here, as well as some 500 and 1000. I don't know if I'm going to be using any of those, but just in case, I wanted to bring those out as well. All right, so let's just go ahead and get right into it. So the first thing that we're going to start with is I am going to go into this binder here, and I'm actually going to go into my In the Bank tracker. And this is a dashboard that I made that kind of tracks where my $100 placeholders are going to be. So for example, in my events envelope, I have two $100 placeholders, so $200 are actually in the bank. So pretty much everything here is just like, I have one high yield savings account that I put all of my placeholder money in, so all of this amount is actually in that bank, and this just kind of allows me to see how that breakdown is. So I'm gonna go ahead and put this to the side, because if I am depositing anything, I will go ahead and track that here. All right, so let's go ahead and get started. I'm actually gonna get started with my new apartment savings challenge, just because I do know there's quite a lot to condense in here, and it's honestly like my thickest binder that I wanted to condense. All right, so let's go ahead and get into deposit. So we have 100 already. We have 50, 70, 90, 110, 130, 150, 170, 180. So I'm gonna keep this 50. I'm gonna try to keep a nice 20 and a 10. So that's 80. This should be 100. We have 20, 40, 60, 80, 100. So I'm gonna put this here. So 100, 200 in the bank, 50, 70, 80. So this is all gonna go back here, and I'm gonna go ahead and adjust my In the Bank placeholder tracker. So I just have a little paper towel that is a little bit damp, and this is for deposit. So I'm gonna erase this 100, and I'm using a damp paper towel because I use a wet erase marker on this. Use the dry side just to dry it off so I can write immediately. I'm going to write 200 here. All right, great. So that is there. Let's go ahead and keep going. I'm going to put this off to the side here. All right, so fees. We have 50, 70, 80, 90, 100, 105. This is kind of a nasty 5, but I don't have any good 5s right now. So 50, 70, 80, 90, 100. So I'll put this here. I might replace that 5 at some point. And now I get to add fees to this. Great, this keeps moving. All right, so let's go ahead and put this in the envelope. And I am using placeholders for this one, especially because I don't plan on spending this anytime soon. And by anytime soon, I mean the next like 6 months or so. This is gonna be, or a couple of months, I should say. That's already condensed as much as it can be. Moving expenses, same thing. It only has 35, so I can't condense that. All right, rent is where we'll get quite a bulk out. So in rent, we have 50, 100, 20, 30, 40, 50, 55, 56, 7, 8, 9, 60. 2, 3, 4, 5, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 60. So I'll keep a 10. Put this ugly 10 in the back. 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have $2 here, so I'm gonna keep 2 good ones. I also like to exchange some of my bills, especially if they're a little crustier, so that way I can have nice bills. So I need to add a 50. It's a good 50. Cool. So this should still be 462. So we have 100, 200, 300, 400 in the bank, 50, 60, 61, 62. So 462, and that's $400 in placeholders. So let me go ahead and erase the 300 here. All right, so that is condensed quite a bit. Utilities has 10, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. Keep a good one here, and then this is gonna go. And I can get a good 20. So 21 is still in utilities. All right, internet has $5, $6, $7, $8, $9, so I can't condense that, but I am going to replace this $1 bill for a nicer $1 bill. Improvement has 35, so I can't condense that. All right, let's see here. Furniture has 100, 200, 300 in the bank, 50, 400, 50, 70, 90, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 500, 520, 30, 40, 50. Is that correct? Yeah, $560. So that's actually really exciting. Let me go ahead and put these back here. So I can get a 500, and then I believe it's 60. So let's do a 50 and one of these nicer 10s. So I'll put these back here. All right. So now we have $550, $60. So that's exciting. I got to use one of my $500 placeholders. I didn't think that I was going to be able to do so. But let me go ahead and update my tracker. So furniture used to have 300. So let me erase that 300. That is in the bank. All right, great. So let's move on to appliances. Did I get everything? Yeah, good. Okay, so appliances has 50, 100, 120, 40, 60, 80, 200, 210. So I will go ahead and I'm actually gonna replace this with a good 10 and get $100, $200. So that's still 100, 210 in appliances. Appliances did not have one, so I'm just gonna add that in. This honestly makes me so happy to see that I get to add even more. That means I'm really saving. Okay, so decor is next, and decor has 50, 100, 120, 30, 35, 40. So I'll get a 100, and then this is 40. Which I'll get 2 20s for that. So we still have 140 in decor, and let me add that to my tracker. This is probably the most I'll be using this tracker, just because I don't know if any of my other binders really need like any placeholders to be added, but we'll see. That could change. Miscellaneous has 20, 40, 50, 60, 70. Let's actually get a better 20. So that'll be 20 and a 50, and this can all go back. All right. I don't know if you guys can hear Blue. She's like growling because I think, sorry, Blue started going crazy. Sometimes if there's delivery drivers, there's like one in particular that she'll always growl at. I don't know why, but okay, that is it. And I don't know if you guys can tell the difference between what it was before and what it is now, but this is super condensed, which I'm so happy about because that also puts less stress on my binders. But yeah, that feels really good. So I'm excited to have started with that. So let's go ahead and just, I think I'm gonna go through the rest of these like normal. So let's start off with long-term sinking funds, and beauty has 20, 40, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75. So I'm gonna keep, let's see, I'll put this, I said 75, right? So a 5, and then we'll do a 50. I don't know why I put away a 20 and a 20. Oops, that's like a C20. All of these are kind of bad. I feel like 20s, I don't have any good luck with 20s. That's okay. So 50, 75 in beauty. If anything, I'll just do like the bill exchange for the crispier bells off camera or something, just to kind of save some time since I know that there's a lot to condense today. But Blue Bear Medical has 20, 40, 50, 55, 60, 65, 66, 7, 8, 9, $70. So I'll keep a 20. And I will put a 50, and that is still $70 for Blue Bear Medical. Car registration has nothing. Car repair has 20, 40, 60, 70, 75, 80. So we'll keep a 10, 20, and we will replace these for a 50. So now car repair still has 50, 70, $80. Next is going to be contact lens, and contact lens has 50, 70, 90, 110, 130, 140, 145, 150. So I'll put these away and take a $100 bill, and that is $150 in contact lens. And I don't really need contact lens just yet, so I will put a placeholder. So contact lens has that. Events has 100 in the bank, 50, 70, 90, 110, 120, 130, 140, 145, 146, 7, 8, 9, 50. So 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 95, 96, 7, 8, 9, 100. All right, so that is good. Let's just go ahead and replace this with a $100 placeholder. So now we have 100, 250 in events. And let me update my tracker here. So events has 200. Yeah, 250. I don't know why that still has 200. I may not have erased it, but that's okay. So it does have $200 in placeholders and events. So I'll leave that as it is. I guess when I pulled out 100 at one point for an unstuffing, I didn't update that tracker, but it's okay. It is up to date now. So my medical has 100 in the bank already. 50, 70, 90, 95, 100, 110. Let me double check that my math is correct. So 50, 70, 90, 95, 100, 105, 110. Yep. So 110. So let me go ahead and grab a $100 placeholder and 10. So now medical has 100, 200, 10. And I will update my tracker here. Next is memberships. I don't know, I have like marker all over my hands now. So memberships already has 200 in the bank, 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 10, 20, 25, 30. So I'll keep a 10. I'll go ahead and put these away and get a 20. These are all kind of bad. Let me look for a good 20. It's decent. Okay. So now memberships has 100, 200, 300 in the bank, 20, 30. Kind of want this one in the front. All right, so 330. Let me update my memberships on my tracker. All right, I see what happened. So I think because memberships and events are right next to each other, what I did was I accidentally updated events to 200 when it should have been my memberships that was updated to 200. So because this only had 100 when it had 200 already. So now I get to change this to 300. So let me do that. All right, next is going to be travel, which has 20, 30, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 61, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So let me keep a good 5 here, and this should be 60. So 20, 30, 40, 45, 50, 55, 51, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep. So this is 60. So let me go ahead and get 50, 60. So now this should still be 66. We have 50, 60, 65, 66. All right, so now let's go into wish list. Wish list has 50, 70, 90, 110, 120, 30, 40, 45, 50. So I will replace these. And I will put a 100. So now wish list still has 150. Let me update my tracker. And that is it for this binder. And that feels so much better, you guys, honestly. All right, so let's go into my short-term sinking funds binder. So Blue Bear has 50, 70, 80, 85, which I can't condense. Car Care has 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, which I will condense. So Car Care still has 40. Closet has 10, 15, 20, so I will put that away and get a $20 bill. Date night has 10, 20, 20, 40, 50. Yeah, I'm gonna condense this because I usually pay with my card for date nights anyway. Gifts has 20, 40, 45, 50. Yeah. So gift still has 50. Health and wellness has 20, 30, 40, 45, 50 as well. Should I have? Yeah, it's okay. Because usually my payments are like $60 for this. I don't need to pay it anytime soon, so that is a-okay. Household has 10, 20, 25, 30, 35, 36, 7, 8, 9, 40, which I will condense a bit. These are all kind of like nasty ones. How much is it? 40? Yeah, 40. So I'll get 10 and 20. I'm sorry, I keep counting that as 10, 20 and 40. Come on, JT. All right, personal care has 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 46, 7, 8, 9, 50. Which I might do. No, I'll condense this into a $50 bill. I was like debating if I wanted to keep it as like 2 20s and a 10 as the 50, but I'm gonna decide against that just because like I'm trying to think if I'm gonna need to use personal care anytime soon, which I don't think I need to use this anytime soon, so I think we should be fine. I'm like overthinking it now. When it comes to my short-term binder, I always like overthink how I want to condense it and if I should condense it, just because of the fact that like I use this money all the time anyway, and it might be easier to just bring smaller bills, but it's fine. It works out. It's only $50. All right, so restaurants has 20, 30, 40, 45, 50. But yeah, so I don't know, like since I do spend quite a bit from this, that's where I like hesitate on condensing it so much, but at the same time I'm like, it's fine, it'll all work out. Okay, self-care has 50, 70, 90, 100, 110, 20, 30, 35, 40, 45, 46, 7, 8, 9, 50. I'm like debating because I might not want to put a placeholder in this. Actually, no, I'm gonna pay with my card anyway, so that'll make sense. And this has, how much did I say? 150. Yep, so 150. So this should be 100, 20, 40, 50, 60, 70, 70, 80, 85, 90, 95, 96, 7, 8, 9, 100. So like I said, I overthink how much I should be putting away versus not putting away. Like how you just saw me do right now. But honestly, when it comes to paying for my haircuts and stuff, my hairstylist actually prefers me to use like Apple Pay or card or to Zelle her. So that actually works out. I'll just keep it in my bank account so it's a little easier for me to transfer to pay my card back off. But okay, that is it for that binder. That's always like one of the harder ones. Let's go into my business sinking funds. So materials, has a 50, 100, 120, 30, 40, 45, 50. So I will put these away. And it's 150, oops. So I'll keep that and put that here. So 150, I just restocked on some materials, so I don't really need this anytime soon. That's why I'm putting a placeholder. I did not put it for self-care. All right, next is shipping, and shipping has 20, 40, 60, 65, 70, 71, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I will probably keep a 20, and I'll put a good 5. And put a 50. So now shipping has 50, 75. All right, Canva Pro has 20, 40, 45, 50, 55. So I'll put these away. There's like a bill that's like folded or something because it keeps catching on to the other bills. Okay, so it has 55, so I just need to put a 50, and I hope it's not a problem that I ran out of 50s, because that would suck. All right, let's see. Tech and equipment has 50, 70, 90, 95, 100. That actually works out because there's another 50. And I'm going to replace this and actually put a placeholder because I am trying to save up for tech and equipment. Okay, so organization has 20, 40, 50, 60, 65, 70, 71, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, I do want to condense that. Oh, 75, I'll keep a 5. And I'll keep a 20 and put a 50. So now we have 75 still for organization. And personal setup has 50, 70, 90, 95, 100. I don't have any more 50s. This is actually one of the ones where I'd potentially actually like keep as it is. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna do, since I don't have a 50, I will just keep this as 50, 70. I'll keep these as smaller bills just because I kind of want to buy one more thing for my setup. I'm not 100% sure, but either way, even if I don't buy it, I can just condense it at another time or my next cash condensing. All right, last but not least for this binder is YouTube giveaways, which has 20, 40, 60, 80, 100. And yeah, I'm not going to be spending from that anytime soon, or I don't think I will need to anytime soon. So I will put a placeholder in here. So that is it for my business sinking funds binder. Next is going to be my holiday sinking funds. And for New Year's, we have 20, 30, 40. So I'll replace these for a 20. So now New Year's still has 40. Mahalka, he has 20, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60. Yes, okay. So this can go here. And since we're getting 60, that'll be 10. Don't have any more 50s actually. Let's see, I'll keep the 10. I guess we're gonna have to do 3 20s. For now, let's see if we can go back. I guess this time I ran out of 50s. Last time I ran out of 20s with my last cash condensing. Kuya has 20, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60. So same thing. I will replace these 5s and just get one more 20. And he still has $60 here. Valentine's Day has 20, 30, 35, 40. I'm going to replace these smaller ones with another 20. So it still has $40. Easter has 10, 15, 20. So I'll keep 20 in there, and that's all that has. Ako, I have 20, 40, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70. So I don't have... oops, I am keeping these. So adding a 20, 20, perfect. And that is okay. So ako, I still have 70, 20, 40, 60, $70. All right, Mother's Day only has a 20, so we'll keep that in there. Father's Day, my goodness, only has a 5, so we'll keep that in there as well. 4th of July only has a 10. Hi'iaka is empty. Dad has 20, 40, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70. So we'll do the same thing, 60, 70. So Dad still has $20, $40, $60, $70. Halloween has 20, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50. Man, I really regret not getting more 50s this time. I thought I would be okay. I don't know why I thought there were more 50s out there. I just need a 20, so we still have $50 for Halloween. Mom has 20, 40, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70. So again, that is a really ugly 20. Let me find, that's decent. Okay, I'll replace this with a good 10. Okay, Mom still has 20, 40, 60, $70. Thanksgiving has 50, 60, 70, 75, 80. So this one I can replace with a 20. So this still has 80. And now this big boy is Christmas. So we have 20, 40, 60, 80, 100. 10, 20, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50. Nice. 20. Need 2 20s. Let me find better 20s. These are fine. So we are adding a $100 placeholder. So now Christmas still has 100, 200, 300, 400 in the bank, 20, 40, 50. So 450 in Christmas. So let's go in here. And that is it for my holiday sinking funds. All right, we actually do have another binder over here. I was like trying to think, I was like, am I missing any binders? And of course I was. Gas and charging has 5. Groceries, I can condense this probably 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. I'll keep an okay 10 just because that money is probably getting spent sometime soon. This is a really bad 20. I don't want it that bad. And all these 20s are really bad. Okay, so groceries will still have 30. Eating out has a 5. Spending is empty. And miscellaneous. Miscellaneous has 2 5s, which I'm going to keep just because I do like to keep 5s in my wallet. Philippines has 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. So I actually plan to do something with this Philippines envelope that I will do in a future video. So I'm actually going to keep this the way that it is for now. Yeah, I'm going to keep that the way that it is. Cool. All right, so Europe. I was like, sorry to be all mysterious. So Europe has 20, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50. So we'll keep these 2 and we will just add a 20. So now it still has 50 since we don't have a $50 bill. New car has 10, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. So we'll keep 40 in here. In new car. Wedding has 10, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40 as well. So $40 in wedding. And if you can see, I actually found to use Aya Plans' like trackers. I put them in a couple of these extra long-term sinking funds. So wedding gets the koi fish, and that's helping me keep track of my saving for that. And then the next one would be future home, which got the mountain one. So future home has 20, 30, 35, 40. So let's just put this away and just grab another 20, so that makes 40. Future baby has 10, 15, 20, 25. Oh, these 5s are not fitting in one slot anymore. They're wanting to jump into another one. So yeah, we had 25 in future baby. And college fund has 5, 10, 15, 20. Man, okay. That's the best 20 that I can find. And that is it for this binder. And I think I will only want to condense a couple more things. First is going to be, not this one actually, it'll be my dark green binder, which has my Sanrio savings. My Sanrio savings I do want to condense. We have 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 75, 80, 85. So we'll put these 10s away, these 5s, and this should be 80, so we need 3 more 20s. 2, 4, 6, 8. Great. All right, so note to self, next time, we had enough 20s. Next time we need 40s. I'm sorry, and we need 50s. Okay, so still in my Sanrio savings challenge, we have 20, 40, 60, 80, $85 saved so far. Oh, I did not, this needs to go in here. This is my tracker that I let off to the side to dry. And I'm not gonna condense any of these because these are specifically my special bills. And then I think I will want to condense some things in here, like my $1 savings challenge. So let's see. There's a lot of ones in here, so let me condense some of them. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Sorry, I was like trying to get like the more gross bills out of here. So we have in this should be 10. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And I'm gonna replace that with a $10 bill. I do like to keep some ones for my cash, like my unstuffings, because I use this for change. I also want to replace these ones with some of these nicer ones. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. There you go. Let's see if there's anything from my $5 savings challenge that I want to condense. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Let's just do 20 since I don't have a 50. And maybe let's do another 20 actually. And then I do like to keep some 5s just in case I run out of 5s in my $1 savings challenge. And I think that's really all I might want to condense. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let me just condense this. I might as well. This is 40. Okay. Cool. So yeah, that's all I'm going to condense in this one. And now that I am done, I'm going to go ahead and put this back into this binder, which I'm very happy to see all of this. Like, this is all money that could be just sitting in my binders and not gaining any interest, but since they're sitting in my high yield savings account, they are gaining some interest while I'm still saving up for them, which is really great because that savings account actually is really good about doing it like month to month. So every month that I'm saving and keeping it in there and not spending it, it is gaining some interest, which gives me, you know, a few dollars here and there, which is really great. And it may only be like a couple dollars or so, but it all will add up, which I'm very happy about. So now that that is all done, let's go ahead and count how much is going back to the bank. So I'm gonna go ahead and take out my calculator. And the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take out the 200. So we have 20, 40, 60, 81, 20, 40, 60, 80, 200. That is going to go back to the bank as my checking. So I'm going to actually keep this separate. So let me just double check. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Okay. So this is the 200 that I pulled for my change, which were the 20s and the 50s. So I'm going to go ahead and put this aside. And now let's go ahead to count all of this that is going to go back into the bank. All right, you guys, things got a little funky because my calculator erased itself, but luckily I still kind of remembered. But it looks like a total of $1,600 that we are taking back to the bank. And this is just the amount that I'm going to be putting into my high yield savings account, which means $1,600 and plus whatever was already in there is just going to be accumulating some interest, so that way it'll pay me back a little bit and make more money for me, which I'm so excited for. And just seeing all of this and knowing this was all in all of these is really crazy to me. Like, this is such a large amount of money. Like, I kind of want to take, like, all of this is really crazy to me. Like, you guys, this is how much money I had, and I am going to be taking back to the bank to be able to really just be able to make the most of the money that I have been saving. So I am just super, super happy and so thankful that, you know, this is such a journey that is kind of just like, I'm just in awe. Like, I'm at a loss of words because I just can't believe that this is the amount that I've saved so far in the past couple of months. But I'm just super thankful that I do get to even save this amount. And, you know, this is something that I have been working really hard on, and I just am so happy to be able to see all of my progress. But yeah, thank you all so much for coming along with me on this cash condensing. Cash condensing videos are always my favorite, not just to film, but also to watch. So I hope you all enjoyed watching this one with me, and I hope you all enjoy the rest of your day, the rest of your week, and I can't wait to see you guys next time. Bye, you guys.